So hi and welcome to a review video. This time I'm reviewing the Sexton, I think it's called. Yes, the Sexton. Um, the Sexton 1 is a tier 3 British premium artillery. For the first thing, what it looks like, a lot like is the same as the T40. The T40 tier 4 American TD, the non-turreted version. Um, the things but it's good on this tank, there are lots of bad things on this tank, I have to say right now, because I don't like this tank. But the good things are the fast aiming speed. The fast aiming speed is amazing. But what's the aiming speed? The aiming speed is 5.1 seconds. On my American artillery I have to aim 7 seconds, so that's a lot better for me. The accuracy though is very good, 0.47. That's very good for an artillery. Penetration though is horrible. 44 with HE shells, 71 with AP shells, and 92 with gold shells. I think the best thing in this tank is to shoot gold shells, because the penetration is just not good. With HE shells, if you don't penetrate, you only do like 30 damage, so that's like somebody is shooting paintballs at you. Mostly you're coming into tier 5. Sometimes tier 6, but mostly tier 5. Rate of fire is pretty high, although for tier 3 artillery I think we need a little bit more rate of fire, because this is not a good rate of fire for tier 3 artillery. The damage though is pretty high, 280 with HE shells, but you have to know that if you don't penetrate you only do like 30 to 40 damage. AP and gold is pretty good, 180 for tier 3 artillery is very good, although if you compare to other nations, like for example the Russians or the Americans, they do much more damage. Even the Germans do more damage, so I think this is a little beta tank, let's say it like that, for the next patch where the British artillery will be coming out. And the first thing I see on the British artillery is that they're probably going to have a high aiming speed and a high rate of fire, but not a good damage like all the other tanks. But armor on this thing is 50 hull armor. This is pretty good armor for artillery. I've had people bouncing on me from previous gameplays. Also, what you have to know is that the gameplay what you're going to see, my highest is 500, but you have to know that you don't earn lots of experience by these low tier artilleries. I've had the same problems with my N7 Prism and M37. You just can't earn lots of experience because you don't do lots of damage. You have to hit lots of shots to do damage. But that's enough talking about the gun. The engine is 400 horsepower. This artillery is pretty heavy, so I recommend for you, if you have the chance, to crash into all the light tanks, because yeah, you do more damage to them than they do to you. It's pretty good armor all over the tank. In tier 5 you can bones tier 3 tanks. Sometimes you put it into tier 4 also. But comparing to other nations, I don't like this tank. It's a very slow tank also. It's only, although it says that it goes 40 kilometers an hour, I've only saw like 25 kilometers an hour. The traverse speed is 24, it's pretty average for an artillery. The traverse speed on my M12 is 20 degrees per second. If I can find my Russian arty, here we go, the Object 261 has a 22 degrees per second, so the turning speed is not that bad comparing to other nations. And the radio is pretty good, it's tier 9 radio, but tier 9 radio, but you need that radio for artillery, of course. But the radio is good because if you have a bad radio on artillery, you have to wait like 5 seconds till they spot that they are spotted, but you can't see them. You have to put your screen over them and wait 5 seconds till it pop up. If you have a better radio, they will pop up faster, and that's how it works. With consumables, what you want to use is plus 10% to aiming speed, although the aiming speed is pretty good. That half a second can save your life. Binocular telescope maybe. so you can spot them earlier than they do. Minus 10% reload time. That half second, no, yes, because it reloads pretty fast, but maybe it's your choice. It's only 200,000, so it's cheaper, but the plus 10% aiming speed, you need that for artillery. Binocular telescope you need, and camouflage net, of course, because this yeah, one good thing also, and that's what the American artilleries have also, is a good traverse speed, a good reverse, I mean, a gun reverse. um, I think it's around 50 to 60 degree, so you have a pretty good. You also can use this tank as a TD, and you will see it in the gameplay. I have two battles where I got around 400 experience. You have to know that I don't earn lots of experience by low tier arty. You don't do that. Um, and I've used my artillery as a TD, and it's also a very good artillery to use as TD. Why? Because it's pretty good hit points for tier 3. 160 hit points. If the other tier 3s can't do lots of damage to you, and because you have good armor, you can also point some shots. But skills to use on your crew is camouflage you need, repairs don't really, maybe borders and arms for later, because you're going to keep using this tank for earning some money. Sixth sense is one of the first thing I'll always research, because then you know if you're spotted. Recons, you increase your view range and you can spot them, yeah, earlier than they do to you. But that's it, I think, for this crew member. And here you need snapshot. Even though it doesn't have a third, it works the same as with the gun. Deadeye, I think mostly you're going to shoot AP shells, so Deadeye is a pretty handy thing to have. Design target, not really. Go for the common one on this crew member. Clutch brake, rotation speed. It's your choice. If you use this like me as a TD sometimes, it's pretty handy to have the clutch breaker, so you can improve your maneuverability a bit. Controlled impact, you need that because then you do even more damage if they crash into you, because the low tiers, I'm not going to say that they're noobs, but they are less skilled and they easily will ram you. So that's a good thing to have. Smooth ride, off-road ride, not really. Also go for the common one. I think borders and arms is a good thing to have. Oops, it's the same crew member. For the radio I need lots of things. First you need extended view range, you need extended signal range, you need cover vengeance maybes. But I don't go for that, so only signal boosting situational awareness. I really recommend for you to go for borders and arms and camouflage, because mostly you're going to have 4 skills on a premium vehicle. Institution Adrenaline Rush can become handy, but that's it. Only Adrenaline Rush. But that's it about the vehicle. Also the shell setup. What you want to have here is maybe not many HE shells. Like you have lots of shells, so you can pick your shells. Lots of AP shells though, because of the great accuracy. And if you want to shoot on a higher range target, let's say it like that, your accuracy betters if they are standing still, because you also have to know that the shell traveling time is also a very big thing you have to keep in mind. And a couple of gold shells, like 10 gold shells in case of emergency. They are pretty expensive, so if you're someone who doesn't earn a lot of credits or don't have a premium account, I don't recommend for you to go with the gold shells. Only a few, but that's I think the best shell setup you want to have. And maybe here octane gasoline also, so you can increase your engine power, and so that you can run away if there's some tier 5 rushing towards you. But that's it, and I'll be right back. Okay, so what you want to know also is the gold cost of this tank. What's the gold cost? Oh, I don't have it anymore. Oh, that's pretty stupid. I think it's around 750. Shit, what's the gold cost? I think it was around 750. I will say it during the gameplay later on, because I don't know it anymore. I have to look it up. So You will hear during gameplay in a minute. This is the earnings you have. So 70,000. You have to know it's only a tier 3. I don't think the earnings is the gold worth it. The gold cost is pretty low though, but I don't think it's worth it to buy this artillery. Although the repairs are pretty cheap. I was half damaged there, so that's around 400 repair cost. So you earn around 15k per barrel if you're doing good. And here also earned around 15,000. So the credits earnings are not that bad for tier 3, but if you want to buy a tier 8 or tier 9 or tier 10, I don't say go with the tank anymore. Buy a tier 5 or tier 7 or tier 8 premium. But that's it, and I will see you in the gameplay. Okay, so hi and welcome back to the gameplay. I'm sorry that the sound is muted because I accidentally left my mic open, and you will see a lot of you will hear a lot of background noises. So you have to do it without sound, and this is one of those weird, what is it? 3 versus 3 tanks and 4 versus 4 artillery, and everyone of course is driving the sexton. So what you see here also is that the range is pretty good. The range for tier 3 artillery is not bad at all. Here in the first gameplay I'm shooting HE shells, and I will take a shot here, and I did no splash damage. The splash damage is horrible on this tank. You have no splash damage at all. So that's why I say don't go for HE shells. Go more for AP shells. Shoot AP shells. Not a lot of HE shells. What I did there is I penetrated and I did lots of damage. That's the plus side of HE shells. But if you have some guy who's more armored, you're not going to damage it at all. Luckily I didn't hit my teammate there. And I was going for this tank and he was driving to the back, and I think I took him out here. I'm not sure. I think I missed. Yes, I missed. I took another one out. I think I got 3 kills in this battle. No, I got 2 kills, sorry. So there, 160 penetration. I'm surprised that I penetrated him, because normally I have around 150 millimeters of penetration and he has 50 millimeters of armor. So I was pinging the map here, so because I knew that he was there, because they were capping and I knew he was going to show up to get some fast arty kills. And he will show up in a couple of seconds. And I was looking over this area, so I knew where he was. What he did after that was pretty stupid. He could have killed me, but for some reason he killed the other one instead of me. No idea why. See, he got a couple of shots off me and then he rushed towards the other one. So I have hit him with splash damage, but it just really exploded like 1 meters besides him. So that's not a big splash radius on this tank because the caliber of the gun is not high. 84 damage. That's not a lot at all. And you will see the stats of the battle after this. So that's around 500 XP, and I did pretty good towards the other team. So that's it, and I will see you in the second gameplay. Okay, so welcome back. This is the second game. This is here I got more XP than the previous one. Here I played this tank as a TD. The first part of the game I played this as SPG, but later on I played this as a TD because this tank is not bad at all to use it as a TD. The gold price of this tank is 1250 gold. That's a pretty expensive tank for to use. That's around €5 I think. 1250 gold is around €5. But €5 for tier 3 artillery, but what doesn't do lots of damage and is slow as heck, I don't think it's worth it to buy it. I think that only some people with lots of money are going to buy it in the first month, but then I think it's done. They will not buy it anymore. Because this tank is just horrible. Then you better buy a French SPG. Like the Le Bein stuff. Don't know what's the name of it. So got the kill here, 190 damage. I penetrated with an AP shell. And we are then I'm going to rush forward and so another sexton what is coming up here. But I really don't recommend for you to buy this tank. Better if you like to play artillery, better buy the tier 4 artillery thing of the French then, because it can do more damage, it has more range, it has more armor, and it earns more credits than this one. Although the credit earnings on this tank is not that bad at all. But I think you're better off with that French artillery. For me, I'm not really an arty player. I only have, I think, around 3 arties in my garage, and I have around 15 to 20 tanks. So I'm not an arty player at all. I think it's boring because you have to wait so long sometimes till they show up. So 183, and this is the end of the gameplay. A teammate shot me. I was thinking about should I repair my tracks or not, but we're on the end of the game, and yeah, the credits is enough, so why not do it? I thought he was there, but I missed him. See, I missed him, and my team was finished him off in a couple of seconds, and I got shot by my own teammate here. But I didn't I didn't show you the detailed report by accident, so I'm sorry for that. But you see the stats I got from this battle. So that's it, and I will see you in the garage for some more talk. Okay, so that was the gameplay. I got 2 gameplays of it. The tank itself is not good at all. It's not good for tier 3 artillery. Like I've had an M37 and SU-26 and do lots, much more damage than this tank. The best tank to compare it to is the M37, because it does around the same damage, or the M7 Priest. I think it's better to compare to the M7 Priest. The damage is a little bit lower, and one thing I want to see is the caliber of the gun. It's 87mm. It's a typical British gun, the 5 pounder I think it's called in Britain. I don't think it's a good credit earning if you play this tank in lower tiers, but I think if you someone who plays tier 10s, it's just a waste of gold. So don't buy it if you play tier 10s, because it's not that you're going to get your credit earnings for that, because you earn more with a premium tier 8 tank. I mean with a tier 7 tank, if you have a premium account, than this tank. On low tiers is pretty handy, but not on high tiers. So that's it, and I'm going to end this video. So democration rules, and you can choose a tank for my garage. What do you want me to see review next? Place it in the comments below, and also try to check out my channel so you know what tanks I've already reviewed. Next week or Saturday I'm going to review the Ferdinand. The Ferdinand is tier 8 German tank, and tank destroyer, and I really like it, so I'm looking forward to review it. You can choose every tank for my garage except these ones, because I don't have them in my real garage. I have the E50M, but it's already reviewed. So one thing you can choose by now is this tier 7 I mean German medium, because I'm going probably I know on 10k XP with my VK, so I will have it if the update comes out, so you can choose this right now. So that's it, and